Let me start by saying I have collected electromechanical clocks for more than 40 years, and I keep all my clocks running. I'm not a clock professional, but I do have years' worth of observations. IBM synchronized clocks, at least to me, are the most reliable and are the most precisely manufactured. IBM made both mechanical and electrical design changes over the years to improve their clocks. I'm interested both in clocks and company histories. In this video, we will look at IBM's first and last master clock. The history of IBM clocks, which started as the International Time Recording Company, is fascinating. IBM's first electrically wound synchronized clock system came to the market in 1909. Their first master clock movement was essentially a copy of industry leader Standard Electric Time's master movement. But then they added significant improvements over the years. This early Model C, International Time Recording Company, later IBM, master clock came in an elegant oak case. The clock is self-winding and was powered by batteries. The master clock controlled slave clocks and time recorder systems. Slightly less than 50 years later, IBM exited the time management systems by selling its time equipment division to Simplex Time Recorder Company in 1958. This Type 37 radio time master is the most advanced pendulum-regulated master clock that IBM designed, manufactured, and sold. It was the centerpiece of the most accurate synchronized clock system available at that time. Comparing the first and last IBM master clocks, it becomes quite obvious that styles change. The cases went from classic wood to a stylistic modern design wood cabinet with a plate glass door. The dials went from classic numerals and lettering to a very simple modern 10-inch dial that now included a sweep second hand. IBM's first master clock had a single train, spring-driven, 60-beat movement with a Graham deadbeat escapement. It is self-winding as it winds each minute on battery power of 24 volts DC. The unique feature of a master clock is the electrical components. Electricity makes it unnecessary to wind the movement, and electric connection to slave clocks and recorders make them advance each minute so they agree with master clock time. The last and most accurate IBM master clock also had a single train, 60-beat, spring-driven movement with a Graham deadbeat escapement. It also was self-winding, but the mainspring is now wound with an AC synchronous motor. When it comes to the electrical components, some things are similar, like advancing connected auxiliaries, but others are quite revolutionary. The Model 37 automatically synchronizes time each hour with radio signals broadcast by the National Bureau of Standards. The built-in receiver accepts time signals transmitted by WWV and WWVH. When carefully comparing these two master clock movements, one can appreciate how the actual time portion of the clock movements remained essentially the same. Look at both clock movements and past all the electronics of the radio master. Look closely and you can see the plates are the same. The radio master's time train has changed, but that was to accommodate a sweep second hand. Other than that, the movement design was essentially the same for all 50 years. There were mechanical changes to the way the mainspring was wound, but the plates and gears are the same. I would like to point out some of the components of the seemingly super complicated Radio Master. All of this has been added so the clock can be synchronized each hour with time signals from the National Bureau of Standards. The clock has a built-in radio receiver that must be connected to an external antenna. The timing wheel, called a tone wheel. The wheel is for troubleshooting radio synchronized signals and definitely is beyond my understanding. And a correction solenoid that can control the movement of the escape wheel. All this keeps the master clock absolutely correct to the second. Thank you for watching this look at the first and last pendulum-driven IBM master clocks. IBM made many other very interesting master clocks that are worth a look at in future videos. I have other videos about electromechanical clocks, and many of them are IBM clocks. Subscribe if you wish to be notified when I post a new video. Thank you again.